Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you're here today. I recently posted a part 2 of my foldable leaf for my workbench, and within that video I introduced a new tool which is the Milescraft trim router base. That's a mouthful. Anyway, I said within that video that I was going to make a separate video just focusing on the router base that I purchased. And this video is it, so stay tuned. Okay, I've got the top clamped together. I got the 1/2 inch plywood on the bottom, 3/4 inch up on top. I purposely cut the 1/2 inch about 1/4 inch larger than I did the 3/4 inch. The reason I did that is that gives me about a 1/8 edge on the 1/2 inch that I can take my Bosch Colt router with a flush bit and trim it all the way so I have a nice even edge on both pieces of plywood. In order to do that, I decided to go on Amazon and buy me a Milescraft router base for it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to unbox it. We'll put it on the router base and try it out. So let's open the box and we'll see what's in the box. We've got the base. Boy, that's bigger than I thought it was going to be. We've got an instruction manual. We've got 2 handles. Some hardware. And that's all. Oh, and we also have some questions. Our products matter to us. Our customers matter even more. Leave us a review and tag us in your photos. Okay, so I guess these are stickers. I ain't gonna worry about that. Anyway, let's look at the manual and we'll see how we're going to put this together. Okay, I decided to do the assembly over again. When I was shooting the video on the project video, I kind of hurried through the assembly and kind of skipped ahead a little bit. So anyway, I decided I would do this part of the video over again to give you a more detailed look on how this gets assembled. So it's after the fact, after I used it, and one problem I ran into is this is burnt. You can see burn marks. I don't know if sawdust got up underneath there and burnt it. The router bit I used was a brand new router bit. So to be honest with you, I'm not sure what happened. I don't think it's going to affect the use of it. I will still be able to use it, but I thought I would point that out. I tried to clean it up a little bit, but it's burnt into the plastic. It's not going to come off. So how that happened, I don't know. I looked on Amazon on reviews, and nobody else seems to have had this problem. So it may have been something I did when I put it together. If I put it together wrong or something, I don't know. But anyway, let's go ahead and bring the router over here. I've already taken the base off my other router. I saved the screws. When you take the base off, the original base off, be sure, because you have to use the same screws that you use to attach the original base. And it's easier first if you put the handles on. These screws here are for the handles. There's 2 screws that go on each handle. You don't want to put too much pressure on these screws because this is plastic, and it could break if you try to torque down these screws too hard. So I just want to snug them up to where I know the handle is on there tight. Okay, the handles are on there. Okay, we're going to put the base on diagonally to match up the 2 holes. We're going to take the centering pin, put it in the middle, and insert it into the collet. We're going to move the base up and down until we get a good centering. And now it's centered on the original base, and we can put the first 2 screws in. We're going to use the original 4 screws that came with the router, and just attach them to each corner diagonally. And then you have these 2 pieces here. These are the 2 pieces that go into here, and they slide back and forth on the base. So we're going to line these up with the remaining 2 holes on the base and put our last 2 screws in. These screws are kind of small, so be careful not to drop them. Once they're there, you can take that out, and now it is completely centered. Snug the screws up. Again, don't tighten them too much. You don't want to break it or crack it. Once you got that in there, the bottom piece goes on top. You line it up. It fits over the top of the bottom. And you've got 2 tapered screws that go in the 2 middle holes. These 2 threaded holes on each side are for the centering pins. So if you need to center a dado on a 2x4 or something like that, you can use those centering pins, and it'll automatically center that groove or that dado on a piece of wood. But the 2 center ones is what holds the plastic on. And that's all there is to it, is put together. Very easy to put together. I used it already, and it worked very well. Some of the reviews saying it flexes a little bit, but I didn't see that. I'm kind of concerned about the way it burnt like this. It's still smooth, so I don't think it's going to cause any inaccuracy issues. And I don't know exactly how that happened. But it is cheap plastic. It was only $20. And for $20, you can't expect a whole lot. But I think Milescraft is a good brand name. And I'm going to give it 4 stars, I think. Because I wish the plastic was a little bit thicker or a little bit harder, like a plexiglass or something. This seems to be just plastic. I don't think it's plexiglass. Anyway, let's give it about 4 stars. Well, I hope that review was helpful to you. If you're looking to buy a router base, I can recommend this one. There are several out there. that you can purchase. This one here seems to be about the cheapest. Anyway, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and it would be greatly appreciated. And good luck in your projects. We'll see you next time.